So we're going to do that. Open the file, J2521 evidence. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is to extract. I've not done that. So, no, that's too. Okay, so going to right click here, extract all. Going to do that. Take a close this. Okay. Evidence, was it? Yep. What are we doing here? We'll save this document with evidence followed by your candidate number. Okay. Evidence. I'll probably just copy this. Copy. And I'll click on enable editing. File. Save as. Save as. And I'll paste this here. Change the candidate number to your candidate number 2025. The save as type is going to be Word document, please. You click on save. All right. Make sure your name, setup number, candidate number will appear on every page of this document. So I'll click on insert, header, 3 columns, and I can type it here. And the comma space. My center number is AN017, comma space 2025, as my candidate number. So I'll click here, delete, click here, delete. And I'll close my header and footer. All right. So I'll scroll down to database. Okay, tax 3, database. You're not going to prepare a report. Dates must be imported in the format DMY, date, month, year. Please take note. Make sure all required data is fully visible. We've had issues where the data were not fully visible. We cannot magnify. So please ensure your data are fully visible. Please, nothing should be cut off. Don't print an A4 on a letter. Please. Okay, so this is very important. Use the database software. Database software we're going to use, right, according to chapter 13, and I have the slide right here. Okay, and I think this is a good time to talk about the teacher's combo plan, because it is something I've worked on over the years to make it easier, to put ease on the teachers in slides, all the slides, materials, interactive quizzes, support from me, my personal notes, a lot of things that you get in the teacher's combo plan. So if you've not gotten a copy of it, you really want to. So you can send a message to the sales team, ajirotech@gmail.com or info@ajirotech.com. And you do not want to, because again, the prices will be going up. So this is the opportunity for you to grab this once in a lifetime opportunity, right? So grab it, send a message, get a copy of the combo plan, and you'll be glad you did, because it's going to ease your work. A lot of teachers have gotten it, and it's making their work easy, and you can too. Okay, and you can too. Okay. All right. So we're using the Microsoft Access because the Microsoft Access is a relational database. What do you mean by relational database? It simply means that you can store data in more than one link table, unlike the flat file database that stores data in one table. Do you know what I'm saying? The relational database is called relationship database. That's what it means. That's what it means. Okay. So we have our fields, we have our records. Okay. And this relationship are created using what we call key fields. And we have two of them, primary key, and then we have the foreign key. Are we learning? Okay. So, all right. So using database software, the first thing we do is to create a database. That's the first thing we do, create. Learn this early. So create a database. Okay. Good. So let's create a database. Ignore my handwriting. Okay, please. All right. So let's create a database. So let's do that. So right here, I'm going to click on new Microsoft Access database, and then you type in your name. Database DB Majin 25. V21. Done. And then I can open my database and enable content. Very important. Enable content. When we create it the other way by going to access, it would create a default table for you. Table one, which you have to close. But I think this is a more shorter method for you to do, right? Okay. Using these field names and data types. What are data types? Data types are the types of data that should go into a field, right? So we have the following types. We have text, which is your short text, right? And we have others, your yes or no, currency, etc. All right. So we have this. Now, this is what it needs to be displayed. This is the field names. This is the data types, and this is what it needs to be displayed. So let's import this first. Remember, we're importing this as a new table. Take note. And this is a CSV. According to chapter 11, file management, this is seen as a text file. Are we learning? It's seen as what? A text file. That's what we see it as. A text file. Okay. So now we have what? External data. New data source from file, text file. Are we browse for it? Where is it? Are we having a good time? All right, so we have this. So what's the name of the file? J2521 learners. I'm going to open it, click on OK, and I'll click on next. It's important to check the first row. Now take note of this. This is delimited, right? It's because it's what the CSV comma separated what value. So the delimiter will be what comma. Take note. And if you don't check the first row contain feed name, it will be showing feed 1, feed 2, feed 3. You want to avoid that. So next. Next. Okay, so let's apply this. So I'll click here on advanced. Code page. What operating system are you using? Windows. So let's check. Surname, forename, gender, they're all short text. Learner's number is long integer. DOB, date with time. Then telephone to AA code is short text. Let me see. Telephone is short text. Here is seen as long integer. So short text. And online application, Boolean. So yes or no. Okay. So a quick rundown. So we have yes or no, short text, 4 short text, date with time, long integer, and 3 short text. Okay. So the text here are seen as what? The short what? Text. Okay. Hope we're having a good time. All right. Short text. All right. Set learner's number as the primary key. Okay. So again, date order is DMY. Okay. Learner's number as the primary key. What's the primary key? Right here. A primary key holds unique data. What do we mean by unique data? It simply means that there is no form of redundancy. No two records are in the same field, are the same in the field. So invariably, they are used to identify that record. That's why they are unique. So that is why there are certain fields that cannot be primary key. Your name. People can be answering the same name. Learner's number, every learner should be given a number. So that makes it unique. That makes it unique. Okay. All right. Next. You can decide to put the name that you want to give for the table, right? Or you can leave it this way. Normally, in my private class, I always do TLB underscore learners. Okay? Or you leave it this way. Whichever one you want to do is fine. Okay? All right. So click on finish. Click on close. And then switch to open it to this is seen as what? The data sheet view. Switch to design view. So we can correct some things. Look at they said what? So what are we correcting? It's integer. So let's check. Long integer already. So let's switch to datasheet view. Um, what again? There is let me click it, select all, double click. All right. So we have DMY, date of birth. So they're specific. This is what they want, right? This is what we want, and of course, yes or no. It should be not a checklist, but a text box. So I'll switch to design view and let's fix it. So let me start with the yes or no. Click here on lookup. Ch- Change the checkbox to what? Text box. That's one. Then the go back to general, date with time. What format? Medium date. You can decide to type this and it will work. But I already know that this is a medium date, right? And if you look at it, you see it, right? Because they give you how it's going to look like. And and that's what they want. Okay. So I'm going to save and then switch. Okay. All right. So I'm going to click here again and then double click. Okay. All right. So I'll save. Now they said what? Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field names, data types, and primary key used in the table. So I will switch to what? My design view and I'll take the screenshot. So I'll click here since I'm using a 14-inch, show tabs only, and I'll take my screenshot. So I'll use the snipping tool to do that. I'll click on new and I'll do that. Okay. So this step what? Step 15. Step 15, hit on enter. Okay, I think, and then I'll paste it. Click on picture format, the shape width. I think I can make it 11. Okay, 11.5 is fine. You've made your point. All right. Um, Step 16. Think we're done with this? Step 16, import the file J2521 access. So external data, new data source from file, text file. Browse, access. Okay. Click open. Now remember, right? It will be as a new table. We're not appending anything. To be what? As a new table, right? Okay. Delimited. The delimiter is comma. First row contain field names. And what are we doing here? Let me move this here. Set all data types to text. So that's short text. So click on advanced. Code page is Windows. So all of them is already on short text. It's already in short text already. Set A code as the primary key. So A code as the primary key. Next, we can leave it like this or we do TLB. So I'll click on finish. So I'll click on close. I'll open it, access, click here to select all. To select both the fields and records, double click, good. So I'll save this. Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field names, data types, and primary key used in the table. Okay. The field name, data types, and primary key what? Used in what? The table. Okay, so I'll switch to what? My design view, and I'll take what? My screenshot. So I have my snipping tool, click on the new to snip. And we have this. Step 16. Hit on enter, right click, and then paste. And we have this here. So picture format, I'll make it 11.5. Fine, 11.5. Done. Okay. So we have the feed name, data types, table name, feed name, data types, primary key. Perfect. Step 17. Examine the file J2521 class. External data, new data source from file, text file. Browse. Delimiter, first to contain feed name. That's delimited. Delimiter is comma. Um, Advanced code page is Windows. Okay. Now what are they saying here? Let's now look at it and identify the most appropriate data to use as the primary key. So let's start canceling some things here. Wrong. Cannot be primary key. 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 So we have house code and class ref. Now let's look at this. Now they said AA code in the access table to AA code learners table. Now that's a primary key field. So they were even specific. They didn't even give us, normally they give us hints. They give us hints there to let us know that okay, this is going to be what? This. All right. So now let's see how we can do this. Okay. Now let's look at this. Um so everything is, let's look at the year group. Year group is long integer, and then from class tutor to house leader, class tutor to house leader is short text. Okay. So click on OK. So let's look at this. So we have the class ref, then we have what? The house code. So house code, now another thing we need to look at is they said what? Primary key field in the class table and class code field in the learners table. Let's go to the learners table. And let's open the learners table here. Let's open the learners in Excel. We are not saving it. We want to check. We are not converting anything. We just want to check. Let's look at this. Look at the class code, right? Let's open the class. Look at, if I will say house code. House code is even wrong because we're not having multiple house codes, right? We're having Newton. So where is that thing here? I thought it was just a code. Where's house code? Wrong. So we only have one class ref. Now let's look at the class ref. This is the class ref, right? And then this is what? The class code. What do you think? That's your answer. Okay, so I'm not saving anything. Okay, so this is what? The primary key. Next. I think I will sorted everything here. Yes. All right. Finish. Close. Now I'm going to open the class and ensure everything is showing. Double click, save my work. And then switch to design view. Select the most appropriate field, that's class ref, and use it to create a primary key. Place in your evidence document a screenshot Showing the feed name. Okay, so this is what step 17. So let's take the screenshot. New. So I have this. All right. So this is what step 17. And I'm going to paste. So I'll click on picture format 11.5. Okay. So we have this. Okay, let's go ahead. Step 18. Create one-to-many relationship as links between. So I'll close this. Database tools, relationship. Bring this here, bring this here, bring this here. Double click, double click. So we have what? AA code in the access table and AA code in learners table. So AA, primary key to foreign key, will give us what? One-to-many. The primary key in the class table and what? The class code. So we have this to the class code. Okay, you give us one-to-many. Okay, place in your evidence document screenshot showing one-to-many relationship between the three tables. So I'm going to save this, right? So I'll do this. Okay, so I'll do the first one here. Click on the line, double click on the line, take the screenshot, snipe into, snip the first one. Okay, and this is what? Step 18. Hit on enter. Okay, step 18. Hit on enter, and I'll paste it. Hit on enter again. The next one is what? Um, this one here. Double click, take the screenshot, then I would highlight this, and I'll click on OK, and I'll paste this. Okay, so let me see. Okay, 11.5. Okay, 11 is fine. 11 is fine. 11 is fine. So we'll have 11 here. Okay. So this step 18 done.
A lot, and you're like, okay, do you have a private tuition? Don't you have? Do you have? And yes, Ajiro Tech do have a private tuition. So by my right, you can see that we have for the EdExcel and Cambridge IGCSE, and yes, we do have for all subjects. Okay, all subjects. Okay, the popular ones that's always been in demand is mathematics, English language as a second language. Okay, we have physics, we have biology, we have chemistry, and we have you know the flagship, which is ICT, just here and there. We also have business studies. So if you're interested for a private tuition, I think all you have to do is send an email to the sales team at ajirotech@gmail.com, and they would reply to you, talk about your time zone, talk about, and the fee is really quite affordable. Really, it's really quite affordable. It's when you look at it across other tutoring service, I think this is the one that's quite affordable, and you get the very best of service. We also have for the E levels as well, and also for the EdExcel. So we have for the Cambridge E levels and EdExcel E levels. Okay, And we have also across the subject mathematics, which is usually the hot cake when it comes to E-level, mathematics and chemistry, and then biology. These are usually one of the ones we have in demand always, all the time, even physics, for E-level. So all you have to do, if you're watching this right now and you are interested for a private tuition, then you can do yourself a solid, okay, and send an email to the sales team at ajiro@gmail.com, and they will reply to you.
Add the following as a new record in the learners table. As a new record in the what? Learners table. So let's do that. So I'll probably just in the learners table. So I'll save this, save the relationship, close, open the learners table, and I'll split my screen. So I'll click here. This is where you click. This is blank. This is last. This is next. This is the first record. This is the previous record. Hope we got that. Okay. All right. So I'll click here for blank, and then I'll split my screen. Okay. So type it exactly the way it is. Norris, Emma, female, and we have 10, 21, 84, 27. 10, 21, 84, 27. Then we have 10, 4/07, 4/9. Okay. Telephone 077 009 0457. Gotta be careful. EM underscore Norris. Okay, at Tawara dot AC. Tawara. Okay. Next we have 4R. Next we have AA02. Okay. Next, and we have no, please, no, yes, no, no. Okay, so we have this, right? And then I will click existing record. Okay, and then save it. So you don't go down, you go up, right? Please, very important. So you don't encounter any error. All right. Okay. Step 20. Using fields from all the tables, produce a tabular report. For you to produce the report, you have to first of all create a query, right? So what is a query? A query is used to perform search. So I have it right here. A query is right here. Um, sorry. Query should be right here. Yeah, manipulating data, right? So when we search data in Access, it is called what? We do that using what? A query. So they used to perform a search. They used to retrieve data from what? From our database. Okay. All right. Now look at this. They said so for us to create a tabular report, we have to first of all create a query. Okay. So now, how do we know a query? So I'm going to use this for query, right? So this is a query. This right here is a query. We also use this for queries. Okay. And everything here is what? Including this is what? A report. Even we also use this as well, because although we've created this as query, but in this order makes it what the report. So everything here is what the report. So that's how we do it. Okay. All right. So let's begin. So you can either use a query wizard or a query design. So what to do, what to do. I wish this was a live, so you can tell me which one to use. But just let me in the comment section which one has been easier for you all through your practice. Is it the query design or the query wizard? Just let me know in the comment section. Okay, so I'm just going to use the query design for it. So create, and I'm going to use the query design. They said from what? From all tables. Note that. Using field from all tables. From all tables. So I have this, I have this, I have this. From all tables. From all tables. So what do we have here? The first one is what? Show only the fields. Learner's number. So I move this here to the field. What again? Forename. I have what? Surname. And what again? Date of birth. I have what? Gender. I have year group. I think I can close this. Class code. Access arrangement. An online application. Okay, so we have this. Okay, I think everything is from here. From all tables, we didn't have from class. So let's look at it. Class code. Okay, yeah. I'm seeing access and learners, not from class. So let's look at it. We have learner's number, forename, surname, DOB, gender, year group. Okay, I've seen class. Okay, year group, class code, accessor. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, that's fine. So what's going to be the name of the query? So I'm going to use this. Okay, I'm just going to put query there. So I'm going to save this, save, and I'll put query. Okay, and I'll put this. So this is my query. So I'm going to save it. All right. Okay. Now they said gender is female. Is female, so that we use what? Female or what equals to. Please take note. Female or what? There are so many wildcards. There are so many criteria to use. So many, right? So many to use. Um we have later, we have earlier, we have begin with, end with, contain, we have between. This we have all. There's a lot, a lot, a lot. Now we have the next one. Access arrangement includes the term, the text time. So this is going to be a wildcard that talks about contain. So this is going to be asterisk time because it includes, right? Asterisk for the access arrangement. So I'll come here. Asterisk time asterisk. Is that yep? And I'm going to run it. Query design run. So what do we have at the end of the day? We have what? 42 records. So I'll click here and double click. So we have 42 records. Okay. So now we have created our query. Save. So let's create our report. So create report wizard. So we'll move everything on that query. Okay. Next. Now take note. They said do not group the data. So next. Next. What are we sorting by? Sort the data into ascending order of what? Access arrangement and descending order of year group. Okay. Ascending order of access arrangement and descending order of year group. Next. Orientation is landscape. Reports are what? Tabular. Take note. Reports are what? Tabular. And then click on next. What's the name of the report? This is the name of the report. For some reason, if yours is not allowing the name to store, you can just type hi or hello and then save it, close it, rename it, and I think that should work. It would work. Okay. All right. So I'm going to click on finish. All right. So I'm going to go to fit on a single page wide and print on 2 page only. Print on 2 page only. So if you are more than 2 page, in fact, they have made it easy by letting you know that it's 2 page because we're tired. We're tired of seeing 17 pages, you know, you know, 13 pages, 24 pages. Ah, God. So we have to now tell you, right? We have to tell you. Okay. All right. So we have design. So let's fix this. Let me do this in my design, and think we can just, so you select um the field and the record by holding your control select. You have to select both of them. Please take note. Select both of them. Where is access arrangement? Access arrangement is what? Is after online application. So I will do this and bring the access arrangement there just to make my work easy. What else again? Um, year group. Year group falls where? After gender. Year group is after gender. So I would adjust the gender and put the year group here. Okay. Okay, so now we have what we want. So I can bring them one by one and adjust it. So this is the best way that makes it easy for you, please. Right? It makes it easy for you now. Okay. So like this now, it makes it easy. So you don't have to stress yourself. Okay, so let me just make this left. Left again. I'm just trying to, you have to select both of them. Please don't make that mistake. Just trying to separate them. I will need to do more in the layout view. I know. I'm just trying to set some foundation. Format left align. Left align. Okay. Format left align. All right. So I think I can show full ribbon. So let me switch to, you can come here as well to do that. Layout view is right here, right? You can click here to layout view and that will be done. So now with this, let's see how we can do this. right? So let me do this. Okay. I want to I want to ensure that nothing is cut off. Okay, so I can adjust this here together. Okay, and then do this a bit. Check. Okay, that's fine. Um, I have my name. The forename is fine. Forename. I think I can still adjust it a bit. And then adjust this as well. Oh, that's close. That's close. Okay, I can still adjust the surname, so I can create small, a little bit of space. Move it here a bit, and adjust this a bit. Okay, the gender format. Okay, class code, online application. Then I'm not. Wait, let me check something. The access arrangement. I want to open something and check. Okay, access arrangement. Okay, it's not really it's not covering anything. Okay, I thought maybe it's this one so I can know how to perhaps even wrap, but I think I know what to do. Okay, access arrangement. Are there some things? Okay, I don't think there are some things that is cut off. Oh. I don't think, but let me be sure. Let me. I want to hover and see. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Okay, so I can move this left. Okay, I can move this left. Okay, fine, and adjust it a bit. Then let's go to the print preview. See what we have done. Real time speaker. Okay, layout view. Now I'm using this tool right here, or you can just right click and switch it to layout view. Then the next one is what? They said include only the text. Access arrangement to be scheduled as a title at the top of the page. Okay, so I can make this bold. Surely it's not a crime to do that. And if I switch to my design view, I can also do this as well. I can make all this. What I did, I just did this to select all of them at once. Format, bold, black. It's not a crime, right? Print preview. Okay, I think I like what I see. Do you? Mm-hmm. Okay, talk is cheap. Okay, so let me do this. Let me go to. I like my work to be perfect, right? I think you've been here long enough to know that my work has to be perfect. Okay, so it's fine. All right, so we have this. All right, so let's look at the next one. They said use a function to display the date of DOB as the youngest student. Use the function to display the date of birth of the youngest student and place this at the end of the table. Can you see that? Right? To display as the youngest what? Student. So how are we going to do this? So this is what we are going to do. Now watch me. Youngest student, so right? Now they said, let's go back. They said use a function. So we're going to, the problem now is that you cannot just manipulate. We need to use a function to display the youngest student. Now it has a date. It's not a number. So we can't just use mean to just do that, right? And to display the youngest student simply means what? The minimum, not maximum. Okay, right? Simply means what? The minimum. Okay. Now, this is what we are going to do here. So right here, we can, like I said, do this, right? Come here to report layout design. Um, get this with the minimum and scroll to our design. Okay, and move it here. And put this right here. DOB, and let's run it. So it gives us this. Okay, that's not what we want. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to now remove this. Okay, mean. Okay, and get this. Good, that's what we want. Can you see that? So this is what we give us there. So the mean, now the DOB, right? You can decide to do this. If you want to do this, it will still work, right? It will still work, right? If you want to do that, but it's still going to put it in the bracket for you. So this is how we do it. So this is the minimum for it because I said the youngest, okay, student, right? So we have that. And if you check, give me a minute. If you check, you see that this is what 2007 September. If you check across, you see that we have December, we have November, September. So that's correct. Okay, so that's correct. Okay, now what else? Now they said has the label DOB youngest student. Copy this. Fully visible to the left of this date. To the left of this date. So I'm going to switch here to, all right, click here to my design. Under report design, get my what? Label, and draw this, paste it here. This is going to be what? Format right align. And I think I can do the modification there. So let me just switch to my layout view and I'll just complete everything there. Okay, let me go to design view because there are some things that are not. Okay, I can adjust this a bit and then bring it down a bit. Bring it here. Okay, so go to my layout and then bold it. Do the same thing here. So I can bring it down and also bring this down. So date of birth of youngest student. Okay. Has a label fully visible to the left of this date. Okay, so this is what I forgot to do. It still doesn't matter. You still get the full mark. And that is for the youngest, to find the youngest, the function to find the youngest, which is this, right? So, but what you can do is you can also change this um, date format. And how do you do that? So you switch here to design view and you click here and you go to report design, go to property sheet, then you click here on format. You click here on format, and then under the format, you choose this to what? The medium date. And then close it, save your work, and then you can switch to what? The layout view. Okay, so this is it here. So now you can be able to now see that this was what? 7 September. That this is what? This is the youngest. Okay, so this is something, like, again, it still doesn't matter, but I just wanted you to just know it and learn it, because it might not be in the final printout of this video. So I'm just adding it to it. Done. Has your name, center number, candidate number in the footer of the report, so it appears in the same position on every page. Now watch this. So we have what we call report footer. This appears at the bottom of the bottom of the page. Page footer appears in the bottom on every page. Then we have page header appears at the top of every page. Then we have report header appears only at the first page at the top. So here we're going to have a label, and we'll do our page footer. So my name, comma, space, N017, comma, space, 25. Okay. So I'm going to click on format, center, bold, then increase it. Just reduce this a bit. Then reduce this a bit. All right. So I'm going to print preview. Okay, so this appears at what? At the footer of the report, right? So it appears in the same position on every page. Okay. Now, save and print your report. All right. So let me do that. Save and print your report. So print. Don't forget Microsoft Print to PDF properties. Please always go to advanced to ensure that your paper size is A4. Very important. Okay. Print your work. Where's it? Where's it here? All right. 2, 1. Yep. So this is going to be printout of the database report. Okay. And then what else? They said, place your evidence document a screenshot showing database formula used to find the youngest student. Make sure the formula is fully visible. So I will go to my design view and then take a screenshot. Snipping 2. Done. What step is this? Is what? Step 20. Step 20. Hit enter. And then I'll right click and I'll paste. Picture format. And then increase it. All right. So I'm going to save it.
A lot, and you're like, okay, do you have a private tuition? Don't you have? Do you have? And yes, Ajiro Tech do have a private tuition. So by my right, you can see that we have for the Edexcel and Cambridge IGCSE, and yes, we do have for all subjects. Okay, all subjects. Okay, the popular ones that's always been in demand is mathematics, English language as a second language. Okay, we have physics, we have biology, we have chemistry, and we have the flagship, which is ICT, just here and there. We also have business studies. So if you're interested for a private tuition, I think all you have to do is send an email to the sales team at ajirotech@gmail.com, and they would reply to you, talk about your time zone, talk about and the fees really quite affordable. Really, it's really quite affordable. It's when you look at it across other tutoring service, I think this is the one that's quite affordable and you get the very best of service. We also have for the E-levels as well, and also for the Edexcel. So we have for the Cambridge E-levels and Edexcel E-levels. Okay, and we have also across the subject mathematics, which is usually the hot cake when it comes to A-level mathematics and chemistry, and then biology. These are usually one of the ones we have in demand always, all the time, even physics, for A-level. So all you have to do, if you're watching this right now and you are interested for a private tuition, then you can do yourself a solid, okay, and send an email to the sales team at ajiro@gmail.com, and they will reply to you.
Using fields, I think we've done justice to this. Save, close. Okay. Using fields from all the table, produce a label. Label is like a report as well, right? So the first thing you need to do for the labels is to create what? A query. You have to create what? A query. Forgive my handwriting. I don't know what has happened today, really. All right. So let's create it. So how are we going to create the report? We're creating the query, rather. We're creating the query with what has been given here. Okay. So I'm going to click on create. Now I can use query. I've used query design. Let me use query wizard. Simple query wizard. They say from all what? From all the tables. So let's do that. So we have access table. Yes. Access arrangement. Learner's number. Learner's number is what? That's learners, right? Double click. Um, we have forename. We have surname. We have date of birth. We have class code. And we have what? Class tutor. I think that's for class. So how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. No. Class tutor. It's important to check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just to check. Class arrangement, learner's number, forename, surname, date of birth, class code, class tutor. This is going to be what? Label of what? So this is going to be query of the label. Okay. Select all, double click, done. All right, so what do we have here? They said select the records where a AA code, okay, is all right. So how do we do this? So switch to what? The design view, and then bring that AA code here because we don't have it here. And we're just only going to use it to carry out the criteria, and then we hide it. So we have AA01, right? And then class code includes the number 5 or 6. Class code. So we have 5 or 6. And then we run it. Sorry. I'm coming. Let me run this. Includes the number 5 or 6. Okay, includes the number 5 or 6. Includes the number 5 or 6. So that's 5, sorry, asterisk 5 asterisk or asterisk 6 asterisk. Okay, include number 5 or 6. Done. Can you see that? So each of them includes the number 5 or what? 6. Right? All right, so that's how we do it. Hope that is clear. So let's try it again. All right, better, right? Are we learning? Are we learning? Are we learning? Very important. You learn here. I've sorted into descending order. So this is what we'll do in um so I will check this and then run it, because that was not there in the beginning, right? All right, so they said what? I sorted into descending order of learner's name. So let me go to design view, descending order of learner's name, sort. Let me see how it is. So learner's name. So I have Mrs. Skinner. All right, descending order, run it. Okay, of learner's name. So that's fine. All right. So now I'm going to save my work. So now we sort this in the query, right? Because in the label is only ascending order. So we'll sort this in the query. So now the next thing is save our work and then close. Why you want it? Click on it. Click on create. Click on label. Now, what label do you get to use? Very important. I have this in the slide. Now look at this. Good. This is it here. They said select any label format that contains two labels across the page. In this case, use the Avery J8166 J8166 label, as they are slightly larger than some of the other labels, and it is therefore easier to fit all data and label onto each label. Now let's look at this. So I would use the J8165, which is even better, because again the width and height, the width here is too much. So I'll use the J8165. Now look at this. They give you space. They said arrange in 2 columns and 4 rows. So it's going to be like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With um with 8 labels to the page. 4 rows, 8 labels to the page. So it's going to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 columns and 4 rows. So each of them will be like this one, right? One, and there will be 8 in a page. For example, each label size. So this is 99 millimeters to 67 millimeters. What I have here is 99 millimeter to what? Can you see that? 99 millimeter to what? To 67. Correct. This is the exact one you need to use, right? This other one is slightly larger, okay? But in the question here, you will see that you have to use what? 99 millimeters towards 67, which is exactly. I know in the past I say, okay, you can use other ones, but since we have the Avery J8165, which gives us exactly what we want, let's use that. You can also use this one as well, okay? Or use this. All right, next. Next. So, print important orientation. Okay, we'll do that. So we have access arrangement, learner's number, hit on enter, forename, okay, space, surname, hit on enter, date of birth, hit on enter, class code, double click, space, dash, space, and class tutor. Okay, so that's what they want. All right, so again we have what? Access arrangement, learner's number, forename, surname, DOB, class code, class tutor. So next, what are we sorting by? We've already sorted already, so we're not sorting by anything. Um, display the data for each. Uh, display the data for each field. Left align. Left align with the layout as shown in the following sample. Has your name. So has your name. Let's go back. Has your name. on the left at the bottom of each label. At the bottom of each label. So name here, okay, AN017, comma space 2025. Okay. At the bottom of each label. Modify only the first two lines. They said, look at it. Modify only the first two lines. So two lines of the label so that, okay, so we'll do that in the design. So let's move forward. So this is label. Okay, let's look for a name to give it. Label of learners, labels of learners. Okay. Um, let me see how they look. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now what did they say? They say what? With 8 labels to the page. With 8 labels to the page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So there are 8 labels. So we have 2 columns, 4 rows. 2 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows. Okay, with 8 labels to the page. So that's what we want. All right, so let's go to design. So what are we doing here? They said uh, modify only the first 2 lines of the label so that the text is displayed in a 14 point. Modify the first 2 lines so that the text is displayed in the 14 point font size. 14 point. So I have 14. So what I will do here is, let me move this one. I'm holding my control. Hold my control to select this, and I'll move this down. Okay, move this down a bit. And then move this up. 14. Okay. Then what else? It is center the line. So they are center the line. Center the line. Is displayed in bold. Displayed in bold. So the rest now I can do this back. And bring this here. Okay, so we have this. Okay. So let me print preview. Sorry, this report view, print preview rather. Okay, this is how it's going to look like. Right. So we have the access arrangement and learner's number. So I'm modifying only the first 2 lines so that center the line. Yeah. Make sure the data on every label is fully visible with no overlap on any field. With no overlap. Is fully visible with no overlap. Fully visible. Let me do this. Fully visible is not. Let me see the font we're using. 8 is too small. Right? 8 is too small. I would have adjusted it. I would have adjusted it there. So let me move this here. Move this here. 8 is too small. I can make this 10. Yeah. I can make this 10. Okay. Make this 10. Okay. All right. Move this here. Make this 10. Okay. Hold this. Move this here. My name, make it 10. can adjust this here. Okay, and let me check the print preview. Okay, now this is better. This is better. Is there any overlap? I like my work to be perfect. Is there any overlap? No, no overlap. There is no overlap. It's fine. Okay, so this is better. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the rest. This is what they want. 8 labels to the page. Okay, good. Now, save and print your labels. So I'm going to print. Remember, it's Microsoft Print to PDF. Okay, so I have this. Paper size is A4, and I'll print this. So this is going to be what? Printout of the database report, and here will be what? Label. Okay. All right. So let's open it in PDF. Let's see what we have done. Okay, this is what we have done so far, so we can have an idea what we are doing here. Okay, and here as well. Okay, so this is good. This is good. This is good. I like what I see. All right. So thank you. This has been let me save this. This has been, of course, this is database. Yeah. So welcome to database, right? But again, with the learning and everything, we've been able to learn how to actually get the exact size of this. And this is what this is. This right here is the Avery, right? This is the Avery J168J8165, right? Avery J8165. Every J8165 to get exact of this in millimeters, right? So this is very important. Whether it's in millimeters or centimeters, it doesn't matter. It will still give us the same thing. Okay, so this is very impactful. So we've been able to learn how to, what have we been able to learn in database? We've been able to learn how to create a database, import our tables, format them, format the dates, okay, how to be able to identify our primary keys, create relationships, um, add insert record into the table, create a report, create a query. Okay, and I think the little modified, a little bit of a challenge, not really a challenge, was the fact that we needed to use a function for a date of birth, not just the date, the year itself, but the date of birth, and we're able to do it at the end of the day, because here solutions are found. You find solutions right here, and we took the screenshot of it, and then we did the labels, and of course we did the sorting in the design view, not the not in the label, because for labels we have it as ascending, but for descending you have to do it, and then you can also do it the ascending well in the design view, and it will still work. All right, so thank you very much. I think this has been impactful. Please do well to share this video with your friends, with your classmates, so they can learn as well. And if you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, right? I didn't go through all the stress, so you're not subscribed. Okay, so do well to hit the subscribe button so that you can get new content coming from us. Okay, and thank you for always being faithful with us, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.